Hey there everyone, Chaz Marler from Paradise here, and thank you for joining me in another video in the series where we're going to open up a box of games that arrived a couple of days ago and talk about what's entering our collection this month and why. And for this type of videos, as always, joining me is my occasional co-hostess, V-Bug.
Hi everyone.
Hello there, how have you been?
Good.
Off to a good start. Before we open up the box, I wanted to talk about hobbies because as you and the viewers at home know, board games are a hobby that we enjoy and partake in together frequently. But since the last video that we made together, you have been experimenting with another hobby that you've been doing. It's not, what's it called? Not stitching.
I've been needle felting.
Needle felting. Give us a quick explanation of how you make these things.
Cut the video.
Okay. Okay, so you take the wool roving and you kind of wad it into a shape.
Yeah, you wad it into a shape that you want, and then you start poking it with a needle, carefully. I've poked myself many times with this, and it hurts. And they form it into a shape.
So doing that technique, you can take this wispy wool and you can actually turn it into these little things here. Like, what's this one you made?
It's a cookie, a chocolate chip cookie.
And you can even see there's little chocolate chips in there. And what's this one here?
Totoro, Totoro.
A Totoro. It even has a leaf hat.
Ow.
And well, yeah, don't play with the... Oh. Well, that's really neat, little V-Bug, and that was such a cool hobby you've been doing. I just wanted to share that before we open up the box. But now, on to the board game box. This month's box...
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow. Thank you for the musical accompaniment. Thank you for the song.
Box that comes from nowhere.
Or falls from the sky in a fireball.
Yeah.
All right, Kid Face, you may have the honors of opening it up. Here, why don't we move the box out of the way? So, there you go. And you can hand me things out of the box.
Here is a packing peanut, here's another packing peanut, here's another packing peanut.
Allow me to rephrase. You can bring me the games that are inside the box. You're going to take every single one of those out, aren't you? A game! Finally! All right. Thanks so much. The first item in the box is something that I have been looking forward to for a long time. This is not a game. Ha! I fooled you. This is actually an expansion to an existing game. The game Targi, which is on the shelf somewhere. Where is it? Here it is. Found it. Targi is an incredibly awesome two-player worker placement game. And what's this word? What's this say? It looks like dye earwigs. Dye earwigging. The earwigging. So the Targi expansion, Dye Earwig, or whatever it's called, introduces water as a brand new element which functions like a wild card, allowing players to swap 2 water tokens for any 1 goods token. And many of the new tribe cards in the expansion, which replace those from the base game, give players the option to spend either gold or water tokens, which can make some things easier to build. An additional pawn is also introduced, which is kind of like the robber in some respects, but with more of a positive effect. When the card that this new pawn is on is selected, an additional reward is received by that player. Also, cards that represent shifting sands are also introduced, which provide a bonus at the cost of losing out on an intersection on the central cards. Now, an important thing to note is that, as of the time of this writing, the Targi expansion is only available in German, a fact that I was not aware of when I purchased my edition of it. However, an English translation of the rules is available on the expansion's Board Game Geek page, which is extremely helpful. So the Targi expansion, the earwigging, this adds some new resources, some new variability to it. Targi, is it Targi or Targi?
Targi.
So that is the earwigging, the expansion to Targi. Targi. Sorry. Next in the box is a game called, wow, that's heavy. A game called Vast. Now this is in this month's box because this is a truly asymmetrical game. This plays up to 5 players, and in this game, every player is exploring a cave that a dragon lives in, but every player plays a different character. Like there might be a paladin or some goblins, or someone plays the dragon, or a player can play the cave itself.
I am a cave.
Wow. That's your expert mode. So you can play, exactly, you can play a cave, and the cave's goal in the game is to collapse, and collapse on all of the people that are exploring the cave inside.
Here is what Vast has to say about itself. Vast takes you and your friends into the torchlight of a classic cave crawling adventure, but on the concept of total asymmetry. Gone are the days of the merry band of travelers fighting off evil. In Vast, you will become part of a brand new legend. Any part you wish. Well, that's very kind of you, Vast. Play as the classic daring knight, the chaotic goblin horde, the colossal greedy dragon, or even the cave itself, as we have demonstrated. Each role has its own powers, pieces, and paths to victory, and there can be only one winner. As the ultimate asymmetric board game, Vast the Crystal Caverns provides a limitless adventure playable again and again as you and your friends explore the 4 different roles in different combinations. Play one-on-one in a race to the death between the knight and the goblins, or add in the dragon and the cave for deeper and more epic experiences, different every time.
Now, one negative I have heard about Vast is that it can actually have a very high learning curve to learn how to play it, since every character class plays completely differently, and you kind of have to master them all before you can really get up and running. However, I have heard from multiple sources that getting over that learning curve is by far worth the effort. And that's why I have been waiting to finally get a copy of Vast for myself, because if it's one thing that I am looking forward to, it is playing the part of a collapsing cave. Vast! Next thing in the box. Buxmeh.
Okay, next game.
Are you sure?
Have some cardboard. The game is the exact same size as the box.
It is. We're gonna have to go into... Ah! Alright. Just turn the whole box upside down and get the whole thing out. You know, I'd like
It's
to
still in the box!
Just once I'd like to make one of these videos that doesn't end in a gigantic mess. There you go. Now can you get your... Are you kidding me, box?
Ah! I can see this galore down here.
Really? I wonder why. Well, the third and most definitely final thing in the box this month is Arcadia Quest Pets. So, this is an expansion for Arcadia Quest, which is already an awesome dungeon dwelling game that I am gearing up to play with you a lot as soon as we're done with Legends of Andor, and also possibly Near and Far, which recently came in. But this is neat because it adds little pets for your characters to control. So you could have a little animal companion, which when I heard about that, it just made me think of you, because I thought an animal companion in the game running around while you're doing quests and getting monsters and dungeons, that's something that I thought you would really, really like to do.
And finally, let's see what the good old marketing blurb for the Pets expansion that's posted on the internet has to say. In this, the single longest marketing sentence I have read in a long while. Arcadia Quest Pets is not only a campaign expansion, bringing a whole new campaign, because it's a campaign expansion, with new scenarios, monsters, heroes, rewards, and titles for use with either the original Arcadia Quest or the Arcadia Quest Inferno core boxes, but it's also a modular expansion that introduces pets, a brand new system that can be added to any Arcadia Quest experience, including the classic Arcadia Quest, Arcadia Quest Inferno, Beyond the Grave, and even Frost Dragon, The Fall of Arcadia, and anything else that Cool Mini or Not has come up with. Whew. I don't know. Personally, I think they could have mentioned a few more Arcadia Quest products in that sentence, and I'm still fuzzy on whether this expansion qualifies as a campaign, but whatever. I guess I'll discover as we play.
If you had an animal companion in the game, what kind of animal companion would you want?
Scarlet macaw.
A scarlet macaw? All right. Well, this has 24 highly detailed miniatures.
There's a
I see a dragon, a little dinosaur, looks like a fox, a monkey, a lizard, a cat, a turtle, a wolf, something with a really big head, a cat, maybe a pig, and a lion. So I don't see a scarlet macaw in this one. But maybe they'll release another expansion or something that will provide a scarlet macaw soon.
I like the dragon and the dinosaur and the fox.
You can pick them all. So those are the 3 games that we've added to our board game collection this month, and why. We have the Pets expansion from Arcadia Quest, because it adds lots of neat animals to control and have on your quests, which I think that you would really enjoy. And we have Vast, which is a really, really asymmetrical, neat dungeon delving game. And we have the expansion for Targi, whatever it's actually called, the Earwigening, or whatever it's actually called. So, have you had experience with any of these games and expansions? And if so, which ones and which were your favorites and why? Let us know in the comments below. And for more board game news, reviews, and commentary...
I just realized something.
What's that?
If you look at this animal, it's called moon pie.
Moon pie.
Does anyone want a moon pie?
Wherever I was, I think I was at the point where I was going to say, for more board game news, reviews, and commentary, be sure to subscribe on YouTube, and remember that videos like this were made possible by viewers like you who support our Pod Pledge fundraiser over on podpledge.com. Thank you really much. Thank you really much. Till next time, I've been Chaz Marler, along with my occasional co-hostess V-Bug.
I'm here all the time, but you never know it.
Take care. And I'm joined once again this time by my occasional co-hostess, V-Bug, who is... You okay?
Yeah.
You were a zombie for a minute? Okay.
I'm stuck under the tablecloth.
Well, hold on. Let me put my knife away first before you start opening it.
It's a knife! With me.
With V-Bug, my occasional co-hostess. How you doing there, little V-Bug?
Good. I think I do that sugar.
Yeah, didn't you have a cup of hot chocolate for lunch today?
Yes.
Yes. What did you have for dinner? More hot chocolate?
Yes.